The Wool Clip's a co-operative. It was founded in 2001 and we still have members who were with us back then. Currently, there are 12 of us and we all have different skill sets and different areas of expertise, but we all embrace wool and its wonderful properties. Hello, my name's Jean Wildish and I'd like to introduce you to the Wool Clip. I was planning on doing my introduction outside so that you can see where we live and where we work, but it's too windy, so here's a picture of me standing fighting the elements. As you can see, we live in a beautiful part of the world, but the landscape and the weather provide their own challenges. The sheep have evolved to deal with these challenges, and we've had to evolve and embrace those challenges as wool workers to make the best of the materials that are available to us. Our members have a wide skill set. Many of us work with wool from our own sheep, and we're used to the shearing, washing, carding, spinning, right the way through to knitting finished products. There's a great deal of work involved in preparing a fleece. Alice is carding here using a drum carder. Many of us also use hand carders for preparing smaller amounts or blending colours together for felt making or spinning. Ruth has lots of sheep and she'll be busy with lambing at the moment, but she also enjoys winding down at the end of a busy day with some very relaxing spinning. She's well known for her Herdwick products, especially jumpers, and she's a prolific producer of hand-knitted goods. Alice is a keen supporter of our native sheep breeds. 25 of them are considered to be rare. Many of them are naturally coloured. Here are some examples. Sheep which produce a coloured fleece are generally considered to have a fleece of lower value than white fleeces. The logic behind that is supposedly that it doesn't dye very well. Here are some examples of my hand-dyed yarns and fibres. Many of this is dyed onto a naturally coloured base yarn. As well as hand-dyed yarns and fibres, I applied the same techniques and recipes to dye socks, jumpers and woolen fabrics. The Herdwick is one of our favourite local sheep. They definitely produce the best fleece for keeping the weather out. Chloe's hand-knitted products have the most amazing texture as well as colour. Our Herdwicks are hefted to the local fells. They inspire a style of work which reflects that landscape in form, texture and colour. Chris's work is all very reminiscent of the local landscape. Chris creates hard-wearing tufted rugs with Hessian backs. She uses both Herdwick and Swaledale wool in natural and hand-dyed colours. One of the aims of the Wool Clip is to promote traditional skills, as demonstrated here by Marion. Many of these handicrafts have been carried out in the home for generations. We think it's important not to let traditional skills die out. Weaving is a very traditional part of the textile heritage of the UK. Weaving mills are still in operation today, but there has been a return to cottage industry. Lots of small equipment is now available to allow most people to have a go at weaving at home. Jan's hand-woven fabric is also very popular with people making their own accessories at home. If you ever thought using a machine was cheating, Julia's speeded up demonstration of using a knitting machine shows how much careful and precise manual work is also involved in producing beautiful garments. The slow and very delicate process of making Nuno felt has also been deceptively speeded up here. The name was inspired by the Japanese word for cloth, and by wool standards is a very new technique, shown here by Linda. Debbie is another of our felt makers, and her work has recently evolved to include foraging in the garden and hedgerows for plants and leaves. Felt is one of the world's oldest known fabrics, and it continues to be adapted. Here it's embellished by eco-printing onto the surface. It's another new technique. Sarah shows how applying design skills and technique open up a world of possibilities, using wool to produce a range of soft furnishings. Sometimes the smaller scraps of fabric are useful in adding to the magic of the finished item. All of these products and more are available in our shop. We take it in turns to look after the shop and our customers. When we're not busy with the shop or our own individual businesses, we also organise Woolfest. Woolfest was founded to provide a showcase and an outlet for traditional skills whilst promoting wool to a wider audience. Since the first Woolfest in 2005, that audience has grown to around 6,000 paying visitors from all over the world. Visitors to the show can expect to see wool in action from every possible angle, from real life sheep to the popular fleece sale, a huge range of equipment for all textile techniques, through to hand-produced materials, yarns and fibres, and finished goods. We've included exhibitions and demonstrations, informative and entertaining talks, and inspired a huge following, as well as several imitations. Woolfest 2020 was unable to go live due to the coronavirus restrictions, and we've decided again this year to go online for 2021. Now's the time to rethink the viability of large gatherings for the future. But we're a creative bunch, and so we have lots of bright ideas. There's enough love and support for wool shows out there to think outside the box. Watch this space. Meanwhile, enjoy our video from 2015, which shows the transformation from empty auction mart to bustling event, and perhaps you'll get a flavour of the real Woolfest.